Sexual orientation or religion shall not be tolerated and will be subject to the violator being ejected and exclusion from future games. Thank you.
Welcome back to Warren A. Pierce Field for the third match of the 5-game homestand for the Arlington Spy Ponders. Tonight's matchup, the number 43 ranked Stoneham Spartans against the 99th ranked Arlington Spy Ponders. Both teams sit without a loss this season, the Spy Ponders with 2 dominant victories over Arlington Catholic and Brookline, while Stoneham won their opening game against Winthrop 27-14. Last year, the Spy Ponders had the upper hand in this matchup with a 44-22 victory over Stoneham. One of these two teams will lose their undefeated record today. My name is Miles Donato. I will be your play-by-play commentator tonight, and I am joined by Kai Hare on color. Kai, what are the keys to this game?
Well, the key for me here tonight is going to be that passing game.
We will be back after the national anthem. Okay, Kai, what are your keys to this game?
Well, my key here tonight is going to be that passing game. Quarterback Jack Zambardino has had trouble these last 2 games when it comes to the passing game downfield. They're going to need to get that to work here tonight if they want to have success. Another key here tonight is going to be that battle in the trenches.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's going to be probably the biggest key of this game. The Stoneham Spartans, they run that double tight double wing. They will be running the ball 91% of the plays, 92% of the plays. They might only pass the ball like 3 times the entire game. It'll be consistent running. They'll have that 2 tight end set. They do 3 running backs. And so the goal for the Spy Ponders defensive line is to get that penetration and really blow up the plays, because Stoneham can run so many different plays out of that formation. They can run, they can keep it with the quarterback. They'll do a double pitch to each of the 2 running backs. It'll be an exciting offense to see. It'll be a lot of running the ball, so it'll be quick games. And Jack Zambardino to kick off here. That goes deep to Dylan Brown, who returns it. He's tackled immediately at the 22-yard line as Stoneham prepare for their first drive of the game. The key player to look out for on this Stoneham offense is senior Sean Kilty. He is that lead back, that number 1 back on this Stoneham team. He is expected to get a decent majority of the carries in this game. So you'll see them line up in their double tight, double wing with the wings closer in towards the running backs than normal. Under center is Powers, and encroachment will be called against the Spy Ponders. So a 5-yard penalty, repeat first down. Stoneham will go back at it. Sean Powers, the quarterback, will be under center throughout the whole game. Hand off to Tran on the outside, and he is shut down for a no gain. So second down now for Stoneham. This is an offense that will use up a lot of the clock, sometimes even taking out an entire quarter, just driving the ball down the field methodically. They'll go down the middle and keep it. Was Powers. They get around 3 on that one, and that brings up third down and 3. Can the Spy Ponders get an early stop here? Hand off to Tran. He's shut down by the defensive line of the Spy Ponders. Will Tasmere getting in on that tackle. This will be given the first down, and so Stoneham gets a new down. New 4 attempts to get this first down.
Well, as you talked about, just small incremental runs at a time, just doing enough to get that first down.
That's what you should expect throughout the entirety of this game, is just little runs that do enough to get the first down and kill a lot of this clock. Each team might only have 5 drives, as the Spy Ponders do a good job stuffing the running back Kilty on that play. But they need to hold up for an entire set of plays, 4 plays that Stoneham will run. They have to hold them for 4 straight plays without them getting the first down. Because Stoneham will go for it on 4th down if they're close. Handoff, fumbled, and it's recovered by the Spy Ponders. The double pitch was unsuccessful as Tran tried to play it to Kilty on the double pitch for the running backs. So the Spy Ponders will get the ball back after the fumble. Emil Lemire with the pickup, and the Spy Ponders have their offense back on the field earlier than expected. Spy Ponders lined up wing right. Harrison in motion. The handoff to Forrest. He is met after a gain of 5 yards.
Well, we'll see a lot of runs by both teams here. The big battle to watch is up in front in the trenches between these two teams.
The Spy Ponders have won it. They got that penetration that they need to blow up all those trick plays for the Stoneham offense, and they forced the fumble. So 2nd down and 6. Zambardino hands it off once again to Forrest. He'll break for another 5 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and very short. Throughout this season, Ori Forrest at running back has been excellent. Averages 13 yards per carry, which is a ridiculous number. 200 yards in the 2 games, 3 touchdowns. He's been excellent as his workhorse back. They hand it off to him again. He'll try to get the outside, but he's met there by a group of Stoneham defenders. So 4th down. You're in 4th down territory, so the Spy Ponders will elect to go for it. They'll bring on James Lopes for Peter Harrison to go in that set with Lopes as fullback. When Lopes comes in the game, it's almost a guarantee that the Spy Ponders are going to run the ball down the middle. He got the touchdown in the 2nd game. They were stuck on the goal line, and after a couple attempts, Lopes got it in. The handoff to Lopes. He'll get the 1st down and a fumble recovered by the Spy Ponders. Ori Forrest has the football in his hand, but the ref motioned for Stoneham ball. I'm not sure about that one. As Ori Forrest had it in his hand.
Yeah, I actually thought Lopes might have been down before that ball came out.
I was going to say that as well. It looked like Lopes was down. Well, Stoneham will have the ball here. Both teams fumbling. And we're back at the 20. Keeping himself is Powers. He's met and brought down by Ryan Skull. So both the opening drives for both these teams wiped out because of fumbles. Second and 7. In motion goes Tran. And he'll break for the 1st down, and he has space, and he's gone. Logan Tran with the 80-yard touchdown. Stoneham lead by 1 touchdown. Logan Tran breaks a couple tackles, keeps his footing, and he was gone. The extra point now for Stoneham. Christian Paulini, his kick is good. 7-0 Stoneham after the breakaway run from Logan Tran. So after the set of fumbles from both teams, Stoneham end up on top with the long touchdown run. Stoneham will kick off to the Spy Ponders, who have Jamari Williams and Alexi Trapostis back to receive the kick. Both returnmen have had a couple decent returns this season so far. Jamari Williams on that first return of the season. Took it a good 20 yards. See what they can do here. Goes to Williams. He'll cut it inside, spin move, tries to get to the outside, and is eventually taken down at the 25-yard line. So the Spy Ponders offense back onto the field after their fumble on their first drive. Spy Ponders lined up, trips left. Zambardino plays it quick to Harrison, down the middle. Harrison taken down just short of the first down.
Well, to say the least, the short passes have worked well this season. Peter Harrison, one of the key players on both sides of the ball, but we'll see as this game goes on. I expect that at some point they're going to try and throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, so first down given on that play. The short hitch to Harrison. Bunch left, Spy Ponders, hands it off to Forrest. And he's stuffed without a gain. The D-line for Stoneham coming up big. Zambardino on 2nd and 10, plays it to Trapostis. Trapostis cuts the outside. Does he have his man beat? He gets to the 40 and he's taken out of bounds. Good quick pass to Trapostis, and the Spy Ponders take advantage of the open space. First down, Spy Ponders. The pitch out to Forrest, has space, and continues through his contact to get 8 yards on that carry. That pitch was so successful last game against Brookline. They ran it multiple times for big yardage, including the big 60-yard run from Forrest.
Yeah, definitely getting the ball to the outside, whether it's a toss, whether it's a quick screen. That's been an effective way. They've gotten a lot of yards after.
So 2nd down and short for the Spy Ponders. Zambardino hands it off to Forrest. Can he find a gap? No, he can't, and he is taken down. Will he be given the first down? Yes, he will. First down, Spy Ponders. So Ori Forrest driving the chains down the field. The deep pass to Trapostis, or the short pass to Trapostis that Trapostis took deep. And there's 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. You can see how quick this game is going to go. Under center, Zambardino. Hands it off to Forrest. He breaks through one tackle, but is taken down. So 2nd down for the Spy Ponders. Will they elect to throw the ball? They go trips right. Fakes the handoff, throws it quick to Harrison again. This time Stoneham defenders are ready for it, and he's taken down and pushed back a couple yards.
Well, neither of these teams are really big play teams. A lot of their big plays are generated by themselves. So you can expect a lot of quick plays. You can expect a lot of short plays. Not really in any hurry to get down the field.
So 3rd down, Spy punters need to convert. They'll line up heavy left with Tasmir coming around. Handoff to Forrest, just short of the 1st down. So 4th down for the Spy Ponders. On that last play, right tackle Will Tasmir came over and played left tackle, and they had Drew Beck line up as an offensive lineman, and so they had 6 offensive linemen on the field. Spy Ponders will use their first timeout of the half to try and convert here on 4th and 1.
Yeah, and certainly not afraid to run the ball right up the middle and just trust their senior captains to do the job for them.
Yeah, trust the offensive line. They've been excellent all season. They've been excellent in this game so far. But the difference is Logan Tran and that magnificent run down the field for the massive 80-yard touchdown. So 1:07 remaining in the 1st quarter. Fourth and 1. Spy Ponders line up in a winged formation to the left. Pitch out to Forrest. Can he break the tackle? He dives for the 1st down. Do they give it to him? Depends on the spot. And it's short. Let's see here as he dives for the 1st down. He is marked short. So a turnover on down. The Stoneham get the ball back once again at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I just wasn't able to quite break free there.
Good tackle from the Stoneham defender, not letting the one-on-one deter him. Handoff to Brown down the middle. He breaks free, but is taken down by Ori Forrest. He had space. Good tackle by Forrest to prevent another big play from Stoneham. Still a big gain for Stoneham, as this will most likely be the final play of the 1st quarter. In motion, handoff down the middle to Bruno, and he is stuffed for a gain of 1 yard. So 3rd down, 5 seconds left on the clock. They will let it run down, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. 7-0 Stoneham. Big run by Logan Tran. Spy Ponders fumbled on their 1st drive. Get stopped on 4th and 1 on their 2nd. They need to get the ball back here and string together a good drive, ending in a touchdown.
Yeah, and it's actually been the run game that's been coming up a little bit short so far. The pass game actually looks pretty good. Granted, a lot of quick passes, but they've worked for the most part. A lot of yards after the catch, but it has been that run game that seems to maybe not even be necessarily bad, but they can't solely depend on it to get first downs. It seems like Stoneham is very ready for it. It seems like they're competing well in the trenches, and obviously getting that big turnover and then getting that stop on 4th and 1.
Yeah, that stop on 4th and 1 is going to be an important part of this game. Spy Ponders, just when they needed it the most, have failed in this game. When they need that first down, when they need to not fumble the ball, they're unlucky to fumble that ball, but still, like, that's, you're on the 20-yard line, you're in the red zone, you're ready to score, and you fall up short both times. That's something that needs to be turned around here in the second quarter. But first, they need to stop here as Stoneham have a 3rd and short. In motion, handoff, he'll keep it himself, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Henry Tasmere in on the tackle. That will bring down 4th down and 3, and Stoneham will bring out the punting unit. So the Spy Ponders get the stop thanks to the beautiful tackle by Henry Tasmere. Tasmere had an excellent game last season against Stoneham. He really basically won this game last year by just being a nuisance on the defensive side of the ball, breaking through the offensive line and causing chaos for the offense for Stoneham. The fake punt here, and he's gone. He's tripped up. That's Kilty. Stoneham run the fake punt on 4th down, and they convert. Direct snap to Kilty. Fake punt, you see the direct snap straight to Kilty, and he just takes it down and gets the first down. Keeping himself, Kilty once again, he's taken down after a gain of 3 yards. So Kilty making his impact known here in the second quarter. Off to Kilty once again. He's shut down by Dylan McGann and Ryan Skull. 3rd down and 2 for Stoneham. James Lopes comes into the game for Emile Lemaire. Can the Spy Ponders come up with the all-important 3rd down stop once again? Powers keeps himself. They'll throw the ball deep. Beautiful corralled by Bruno. And Bruno with the catch. A rare Stoneham pass is successful. You see him just reach up for that.
Yeah, with one hand, just able to pull it in. Not a lot of passes. We know that there's not going to be a lot of passes, but when they do come, definitely catches the defense off guard. Arlington selling out for the run.
Hand off to Tran, and he takes it 3, and he's gone once again. Trapostis is there, chasing, but it's another touchdown for Logan Tran. You cannot give him space.
Yeah, just again, gets that big chunk play.
The extra point now for Christian Poloni is good. 14-0 Stoneham Spartans.
Sideline! Wow!
8:30 remaining in the second quarter. Stoneham take an early 14-0 lead.
Well, this is going to be a massive drive for the Spy Ponders here. They have to try and get something going before the end of the half. Miles, what do you think they have to try and do to get points on the board this drive?
I think you stick to the running game and then maybe throw one long ball after you have made it clear that you want to run the ball in this drive. Try the deep ball just once. Just see if you can get him. It worked last season with Roshan Mendel. They had that beautiful play deep to Kerbal, and that really changed the tides of that game and gave Arlington so much momentum. This kick will go all the way down and out of bounds after the end zone and will be a touchback on the kick. Third drive for the Spy Ponders. Can they finally get on the board? Ryan Skull in the game for Ori Forest. Zambardino keeps it. He'll play it across to Beck. Good hands hold on to that one. First down, Spy Ponders. The leading receiver for the Spy Ponders, Drew Beck, with the reception on that one.
Good job there to hold that ball through the contact. The passing game continues to work here early.
I think Zambardino is 4 for 4 in this game. Watch a run here on first down after the pass. Fakes the handoff to Skull, pitches it out to Trapostis. He has space on the outside. What a beautiful play call. Fakes the handoff to Ryan Skull, and he takes it around with the speed option.
Yeah, good job. Good read on the option here to Trapostis. And again, getting that ball to the outside, it's been working all season. It continues to work here. And it has something going.
We saw that play in the last game, but Zambardino kept it and got a decent yardage. But this time he gets the pitch off. And what a beautiful play call from head coach Frank Roach. Zambardino, screen play to Harrison. He can't keep that one in. And that one falls to the ground.
Yeah, first incompletion I have him for. Just a little screen pass. And unable to haul it in is Harrison.
Wide receiver tunnel screen was a cool play call. Just Harrison unable to keep his hands on that one. So second down now. In motion, Harrison. Hand off to Skull. He breaks for 5. Good patience behind the lineman to get that extra yardage. Second down now. Third down now for the Spy Ponders.
Yeah, right at the middle. They have so many good running backs. They can give it to anybody and trust that they'll be able to push ahead for a gain. 3rd and 5 here, a big play.
Here's Spy Ponders here. You go to your go-to plays, the ones you run all the time in practice. Harrison in motion. Hand off to Skull. And he's stuffed. Gain of 1 yard, and that's not going to be enough.
Yeah,
and that'll bring up 4th down.
Tried to run the same play. Stoneham was ready for it. Just right up the gut. And immediately, 3 guys right there.
So 4th down, the Spy Ponders will be going for it. They were unable to convert last time on 4th down. Timeout called. Stoneham's timeout will slow this game down a little bit.
So both previous 4th downs for the Spy Ponders, they went to the run, both times 4th and short. This is a little bit more 4th and medium. The first one, it looked like he would have had the 1st down, but Lopes fumbled. The second one, Forrest couldn't get the 1st down. This is a little bit of a longer 4th down. Do you throw the ball, or do you try and trust your O-line and your running game to pick up that 1st down?
I think you throw the ball here. I think you run that play with that hitch to Peter Harrison that worked consistently in the 1st quarter. It'll get you the 5 yards you need for the 1st down, as long as the blocks from the other receivers hold up. I think that's a good option. Running your pitch is also a good option, running that pitch to the running back. I think either of those two, or even a running back screen. We haven't seen much of that from the Spy Ponders offense through Frank Roach's career. So that's an interesting play call that would be work here. They'll fake the handoff, and they'll go quick to Postis on the slant. 1st down, Spy Ponders. The quick slant to Chapostis gets them the yardage they need.
Yeah, passing game, continuing to work here, just in small increments, just doing enough to make sure they get those crucial yards that they need.
The run pass option worked beautifully. Zambardino under center. Fakes the handoff. He's under pressure, dancing, and he's taken down, fumble on the play. Skull gets back to it.
It's a big loss of yards.
Big loss of yards here, as Zambardino had nothing down the field, but had 2 Stoneham players on him immediately.
Yeah, really probably should have tried to just throw that ball out of bounds. Was looking and just waited a little bit too long, and by the time he realized he had to get that ball out, there were 2 Stoneham defenders all over him.
Wyatt Romanowski on the fumble. He forces the fumble and the sack. And now the Spy Ponders on 2nd and 27. Zambardino plays it to Trapostis through his hands, and that will bring up 3rd down and very long. What can the Spy Ponders do here?
Well, this is maybe when I would be inclined to take that shot and just try and see if you can get that long pass to work. I think the consequences are minimal at best, especially the way it's been going. I'd like to see Zambardino try and air it out here. You know, even if it's not for a 1st down, just try and get that deep pass to work.
They'll run the draw to Skull, and he is shut down immediately. So 4th down, Spy Ponders.
No gain on the play. Tackle made by number 24.
They'll bring out the punting unit. So the Spy Ponders offense has been so excellent throughout this season. Stopped once again. Stoneham's defense is proving to be powerful. Drew Beck on the punt. There is a flag. Picked up by Tran. And he's tackled out of bounds by Kyle Gaffney. There is a flag on the play before the snap.
Logan Tran. There's a penalty marker on the play.
Five-yard penalty on the Spy Ponders, given after the spot of the kick. They're given an illegal shift. 4 minutes remaining in the half. Can Stoneham get down and score another touchdown? Spy Ponders defense really needs to shore up those big plays. That's just not, you can't afford it. You can afford the long drives. You just can't afford to give up a big touchdown play here. First attempt for Stoneham. Gets around 2 yards with Kilty.
Well, they're just going to keep running that handoff. And they'll take this drive to the end of the second half.
Oh, for sure. You need to stop here for the Spy Ponders. Going down 21 at the half, that is a tall order to come back from. Keeping it himself is Powers, and he's breaking free. Last man to beat is Nico Trapostis, and he comes up with the big tackle. And that's another thing Stoneham can do. Sean Powers can keep it himself and just take it up himself.
Yeah, very nearly broke free for another big play with that QB run. And Arlington, they're going to have to not only try and limit Stoneham from getting that big play, but they're going to have to try and get a turnover here.
Let's go defense!
They need the stop on this drive. Hand off to Brown, and he has space on the outside, and he's gone. Once again, big touchdown play from Stoneham. Dylan Brown with the touchdown from that right running back spot. And both him and Tran have that speed to just take off.
Yeah, all three touchdowns coming on runs over 40 yards. They don't even need to get down in the red zone play by play by play. They're just breaking free.
Spy Ponders need to be able to shore up their defense to not give up these big plays. The extra point is good from Poloni, and it's 21-0 for Stoneham. Spy Ponders still have time on the clock to bring back a drive and bring this to within 14 points. But they need to figure things out on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Spy Ponders going to get the ball back here. 2:24, 2 timeouts. They have the time. They've had some good drives. It's just stalled at one point or another, or they've had just a hard time getting that big play they need. They're very capable of driving down the field in 2:24. I think it's just executing at the end of the day. Once you get down there, you have to execute. You have to come away with a touchdown.
Well, it starts with the return. Trapostis and Williams are back there. Pellini kicks it away. It bounces. It's recovered by Harrison. He'll get up. But that is not a rule in high school football. Once you're down, you are down. So they will get it at the 25. 2 minutes and 23 seconds is the time that the Spy Ponders get to make it all the way down the field and try to bring this game to within 2 touchdowns. Ori Forrest in the game at running back. Harrison in motion. Handed off to Forrest. He gets 5 yards on the play. San Bernardino, quick play to Chapostas. He'll break to the outside, and he's taken down eventually. But good yardage there for Chapostas and getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, getting that screen pass to work. Continue to just move forward. Good job to get out of bounds there.
The short passing game has been the most successful part of the Spy Ponders offense in this game. The running game has been decent, but not to the level that it's been at through the first 2 games of the season. San Bernardino rolling out, has it deep. No one in that area, and it will fall short. First pass incomplete. Second down now for the Spy Ponders. 1:45 in the half. San Bernardino under center. Possible play action here. They'll hand it off to Harrison. He'll break to the outside. Met by Logan Tran. Broke that tackle for a little bit, but it slowed him down enough for the rest of the Stoneham players to gang up on him.
Yeah, they're going to keep moving quickly here. Good job. You know, it's okay that you don't get all those plays, or all those yards in one play. You just got to try and keep moving forward while being mindful of the time that's left.
1:14 remaining. The time is moving right now. San Bernardino fakes the handoff. They'll run that pitch play, but San Bernardino will keep it himself. He'll run it out of bounds. Great play once again. The fake handoff to the speed option. This time, San Bernardino keeps it and gets the ball out of bounds with 1 minute and 1 second remaining in the half.
Yeah, we know he's able to use his feet. Did a good job there to get to the outside, to get out of bounds, to stop the clock. Like we said, we know they can drive down the field. It's all going to come down to executing here in this last minute.
Spy Ponders on the opposing 38. San Bernardino throws it deep to Harrison. Caught by Harrison. What a catch. Peter Harrison on the deep ball. Finally connects, jumping up for it.
Yeah, that deep ball finally, they aired it out, and what a catch by Peter Harrison to go up over the defenders and haul it in inside the 10. And finally, the deep ball works.
.40 seconds for the Spy Ponders to score. They're on the 3-yard line. Hand off to Forrest. He's met by a swarm of Stoneham players. Timeout, Spy Ponders.
No gain on the play. Timeout, Arlington. That's their second charge timeout of the half.
So the deep ball to Peter Harrison gets them here, and nothing on that run.
Yeah, one timeout left. just clock management says you can run the ball one more time.
If I'm the Spy Ponders, I run that pitch play to Forrest to the left.
Yeah, definitely try to get the ball on the outside. It's been a little bit tough running the ball right up the middle. Stoneham's been ready. I agree. I think you try and get this ball on the outside, or if you want to try a quick pass, that's worked well here tonight. I think just not running the ball right up the middle. It seems like that's been not working as well here tonight.
Maybe a slant to Trapostis. We saw that in the first game for their touchdown. And then earlier in this game, the slant to Trapostis on third down was a key play. So that's an option as well for the Spy Ponders. So watch a potential pitch to the right, or watch Trapostis on the bottom of your screens. Zambardino, fake handoff, goes to Trapostis. Good defense from Dylan Brown. Gets the pass breakup and brings up third down for the Spy Ponders.
Yeah, good job by Brown. It did go to that slant, and a good job to knock that ball away.
Reaching back, gets his arm in between the hands of Trapostis, and third down Spy Ponders. They just need 3 yards here. They bring in Lopes at fullback. Hand off to Forrest. Can he get the space? And he's in. Touchdown, Spy Ponders.
Touchdown, Spy Ponders, number 41, Ori Forrest.
Ori Forrest, after the beautiful block from James Lopes, number 1, gives him the space to find the gap for the touchdown, and the Spy Ponders get one back.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they ran the ball up the middle. I thought they'd go to a pitch on the outside, but just trusting your lineman up front.
And the kick by Zambardino is good. 21-7. The score with 16 seconds remaining in the first half. Beautiful drive by the Spy Ponders. Got what they needed. Used up the time well and bring this game to back within reachable distance.
Yeah, that big play, that big catch by Harrison, really what made that drive work. It felt like the time was starting to tick down a little too fast there at the end, and finally getting that long pass to connect gave them enough time to punch it in, while also not leaving too much time left for Stonehill, because we know they can have those explosive runs. We've seen it 3 times here tonight.
Yeah, that catch by Peter Harrison was amazing. Really followed the ball in the air and then dove up at the perfect moment to high point that ball. And the Spy Ponders bring one back. The squib kick goes out of bounds. There'll be a flag on that for the out of bounds kickoff. And Stoneham will get the ball back with 16 seconds remaining. Stoneham will elect to force the re-kick 5 yards farther back.
Well, got to make sure you don't give up too big of a return here. The last thing you want to do is give Stoneham the ball with good starting field position, even with such little time left.
Yeah, Stoneham have proved that they can turn nothing into a big yardage play, and so you can't give up that play.
Yeah, you let them get to midfield, there's definitely a risk that they could get a big play.
Wyatt Romanovsky holds on to that ball, and 15 seconds left on the clock in this first half. Stoneham look to not be taking a knee potentially, because they know they have the ability to break out for a touchdown even with such little time on the clock. For any other team, this would be victory formation, but this is what Stoneham runs. The play to Kilty, pitched back to Tren, and he is toppled by Big Brady Beckenhughes. Watch the double pitch. They hand it to Kilty. He hands it over to Tran, but Brady was all over that. The BC commit with the tackle on that play.
Stoneham does elect to use one of their remaining timeouts.
9 seconds remaining. If you're the Spy Ponders, you do have to be wary of a potential pass off the play action. So don't get caught into Stoneham running the ball every time. This is an opportunity where Stoneham might pass the ball. They bring in their entire team to the huddle with the coach. Normally just Sean Powers goes. So expect some trickery here. Watch the tight ends, Wyatt Romanowski and Sereda. Hand off to Kilty. He's stuffed. Good tackle in there by Dylan McGann. And that will run the time down. End of the first half, 21-7. Stoneham leads Arlington.
Receive the second half kickoff.
Spy Ponders crowd urging on their players as they come off to the locker room to come out with a big second half. But Stoneham lead, 2 touchdowns by Sean Kilty for big yardage, and his backup Dylan Brown got the other one.
Yeah, it's been a story of big plays here for Stoneham. Their shortest touchdown is 47 yards.
Yeah, that's something the Spy Ponders need to work on. They can't give away those big yardage. That's maybe a scheming thing that the Spy Ponders defense will need to work on to kind of just make it so that you give up those short yardage plays. That's fine as long as you don't give up those big touchdowns and you take the loss of giving up those short plays. Because I think right now the Spy Ponders are going all in on trying to get those like 2-yard, 1-yard, 0-yard stops on the runs from Stoneham. And if they don't all do a perfect job, Stoneham will just take it down to the house. So I think you give up 3 yards, 2 yards, and hope one of your players can make a big play to force fourth down on a play. I think the Spy Ponders offense showed that they have what it takes to come back into this game, driving down the field. So it'll be an interesting second half. Both teams are still in this.
Yeah, I agree. I think what I've taken away is obviously limiting the big plays. Like you said, I think willing to trade a 3rd and 4th and short if it means you are a play or 2 away from getting the ball back. Because at times, Stoneham's just, they're not even getting the 3rd and 4th down. They're just 1-2 plays gone, or even just 1-2 plays first down. And again, on the offense, the passing game has worked really well, I think, for the Spy Ponders. Short, medium, long. It's been very successful so far. Actually surprised how successful it's been based on what we saw the previous 2 weeks. But the run game, not necessarily bad, but maybe not always coming up how you'd expect in those timely moments.
Yeah, I think the passing game has been excellent. Zambardino's been excellent throughout this game. 1 incomplete pass. I think he's 6 for 7 in the first half, which is some very good numbers for Zambardino, who went 14 for 27 in the first 2 games. That's almost a 50% passing completion percentage. That's a fairly low percentage of complete passes, and he's been excellent in this game. Only 1 incomplete pass, that pass to Harrison on the screen. but it's been a good game. What are your final thoughts, Kai, on that first half?
I think just stick to your game. I think they've just had some bad bounces. I think they very well, this score could be flipped if they maybe just do a little better job covering on defense, a little bit better runs on those fourth downs.
That fumble doesn't happen.
Right.
This is a completely different game.
They were just a few plays away from this looking very different. I think you stick to that game. I think you trust the process. I think you've had such a good run game all year. You stick with it while also continuing to pass the ball because it's worked well. And I think on defense, you just have to try and limit those big plays. That's the biggest thing, is limiting those big plays.
Thank you, Kai. We will be back for the second half momentarily. Welcome back here in Arlington for the second half of this game between the Arlington Spy Ponders and the Stoneham Spartans. The score after the first half is 21 Spartans, 7 Spy Ponders. Spy Ponders do get the ball to start the second half and are hoping to bring this to within one touchdown game. What has been the key part of Stoneham's success in this game so far, would you say, Kai?
Well, I think as they prepare to play defense, I think the biggest thing they've done well is just force stops when they need it. I think on offense, it's been those big plays, breaking free. But I think defensively, it's just getting those timely stops. And I think for Arlington, here on this offensive drive, you just got to try and do exactly what you did last drive to end the half. Just that mix of runs and passes, maybe throwing a long pass.
Jamari Williams leaves that ball behind, but now he takes it up, and he has space. And one last man to beat, the kicker, Paolini, on the tackle. Otherwise, Jamari Williams was gone.
Arlington High kickoff is returned by
He fumbled the original catch, picks it up, and then found the gap through the middle, and the kicker made the tackle. But good return despite the initial muff from Jamari Williams. Ryan Skull starts at running back. James Lope in the game at fullback to start the game. Spy Ponders looking like they're going to run the ball. Hand off to Skull. Has space, gets around 4. Spy Ponders' run game consistently through the first half was able to get 3 to 5 yards on their carries, but were unable to really string those together and get good yardage.
Yeah, but I think you just stick to it here. You just try and come out strong. You have the pass plays going. Just a good combination of both. They'll be able to drive.
So they keep Lopes in the game at fullback. Hand off to Skull, and he breaks the outside, and he has space. Knocked out of bounds eventually, but what a run by Skull.
Yeah, getting to the outside there again. It's worked for them in this game all season long.
Jake Clough for Stoneham eventually pushes him out of bounds, but first down for the Spy Ponders, and they'll stay in that same set with Lopes. Under center, Zambardino. Hands it off to Skull. He's met immediately by Serrata, and no gain to minimal gain for the Spy Ponders on first down.
Yeah, running the ball up the middle has not worked as well as it has in the previous games for the Spy Ponders. Stoneham's done a really excellent job. They've really been able to limit those runs up the middle, and especially keeping Arlington from getting those big run plays like they've had previously.
Yeah, the D-line has been done well getting off their blocks. They'll stay in it. Fake the handoff this time. Thrown deep to Trapostis and swatted away by Logan Tran. On both sides of the ball, he has been excellent today, Logan Tran.
Yeah, just a great job to swat that ball away. Good play action and a good throw. Just
wasn't necessarily open that much into double coverage. So now a third down and 8 for the Spy Ponders. Lopes comes out of the game for Harrison. Receivers evening out. Thrown to Skull, and he's demolished at the line of scrimmage. Big hit by Ben Bruno. Brings up fourth down.
Yeah, they try and do a quick pass. It's worked well. Stoneham just ready immediately on top of Skull.
Spy Ponders bring out the punting unit after the failed drive. Drew Beck's kick goes deep, bounces at the 5-yard line. Beautiful punt, and it'll be grabbed at the, touched at the 2, and go into the end zone.
Yeah.
Long snapper Kyle Gaffney tried to keep that ball in, but accidentally brought it into the end zone. Would have been an amazing punt with amazing.
Yeah, I think that dive is just a little unnecessary. I think that ball was slowing down. I think he could have just touched it.
It looked like that ball was just going to sit at the 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think that dive really pushed that ball into the end zone. Maybe just got a little ahead of himself there.
So Stoneham will start at the 20. No big plays is the memo for the Spy Ponders. Hand off to Kilty. He'll break through the hole and gets around 4 on that one.
Yeah, Spy Ponders still playing aggressive, trying to just stuff them as soon as they hand that ball off. Feels like even on some of these short runs, it feels like Stoneham's just one broken tackle away from being gone. We talked about it during the half, being okay with letting them get a few yards and just trying to make sure they don't allow the big play.
Hand off to Kilty again. He has space, and he's gone once again. The big play on the run from Stoneham. Sean Kilty with the touchdown. Spy Ponders can't find an answer for these big run plays.
Yeah, I think it's just being a little too aggressive. They have to try and sit back just a little bit and just try and wrap them up after they get through the line of scrimmage. But again, it's just big plays for Stoneham. 76-yard touchdown.
The defensive line for the Spy Ponders needs to create more chaos behind the line of scrimmage if they want to turn this game around. Extra point is good. 27-7 the score here in Arlington. So 8:28 remaining in the third quarter. Spy Ponders need an immediate solution.
Yeah.
They need an immediate response here.
And it's going to have to, these drives are going to have to start getting a little quicker for the Spy Ponders. Not, you don't want to force things, but there definitely needs to be some urgency, because even if you're not giving up those big plays, Stoneham can just get that first down one after another after another. You don't know how many more possessions you're going to have in this game, and you don't know how much time you're going to have left in this game. So I have to imagine Spy Ponders will play a little bit quicker.
Jamari Williams and Traposis back there once again. Williams almost returned it last time. Kick deep towards Trapostis. He muffs it as well. He'll take it down towards the middle of the field. He cut to the outside. Cuts back inside and is taken down at the 30-yard line. Good return by Traposis.
Arlington kickoff is returned to the 30-yard line by number 6, Alexi Traposis. First down.
So the Spy Ponders will come out. They're down 3 possessions. What sort of ratio, I guess, of passing and throwing do you expect here?
I think you just run 50-50. You run it or you pass it. about approximately 50% of the time. Run the ball early, and then get some deep balls down the field. Maybe try some screens. Go back to that fake run to the speed option. They'll get the quick pass out to Beck, but he's tackled after the gain of 2 yards.
Zambardino's pass is complete to number 87, Drew Beck, for a gain of 3.
Run something that you haven't run this season. Try and catch Stoneham off guard with a big play and get some momentum back in this game for the Spy Ponders.
Yeah, this is really the time to try and open up that playbook, something new, maybe a little bit of trickery. Stoneham just doing a good job not allowing that big play outside of that one pass to Peter Harrison.
Stoneham showing blitz, and they get him down. The run by Forrest unsuccessful as Serrata in on that tackle. He's done an excellent job from defensive end.
2 on the run by number 41, Corey Forrest.
Yeah, good job to get on him quickly, not let him get through.
He followed the pulling guard. Harrison in motion all the way around. Zambardino keeps it, throws it deep to Harrison, and that goes into the Spy Ponders bench.
Yeah, just overthrew it.
A little bit too much of an arc on that throw, goes out of bounds. 4th and 5 now. Spy Ponders have to go for it, down 3 touchdowns. Watch a seam fall here to Drew Beck. They'll go to Trapostis, but it read beautifully by Bruno, but the first down for the Spy Ponders.
Yeah, good job to keep this drive going. Good block there.
Ben Bruno was all over it, but Trapostis got the amount of yards he needed for the first down. Okay, first down now, Spy Ponders. Approaching the half. Hand off to Forrest. He'll try and push 4 more yards. Only gets a couple, though. That run game down the middle has been very unsuccessful in this game.
Yeah, not getting nearly the success they had earlier in the season. I think you got to try and get this ball to the outside more. Get those pitches going, get those quick passes to the outside going.
Zambardino under center. Fakes the handoff, leaves it for Trapostis, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Wyatt Romanowski followed him all the way down.
Yeah, what a good job there. Tackle him in the open field for that big loss.
That's the second time Romanowski has made a big play. He got that fumble, forced fumble earlier in this game on Zambardino, and now it's 3rd and long for the Spy Ponders.
Yeah, have to try and get something here.
Thrown quick to Trapostis. He'll cut it to the outside. Trapostis gets the first down and is taken down at the 40-yard line.
Boy, Trapostis having a good game here on offense. Again, it's these passes that are working well, something that hasn't worked as well earlier in the season, and they're finally starting to get something going here with this passing game. And a first down for the Spy Ponders.
Forrest, he has it on the outside. Forrest with space, good block by Trapostis. Gets it to the 10-yard line. The outside run works beautifully for the Spy Ponders.
Yeah, again, that outside run, lot of open field, 27-yard run there by Forrest.
So what a block by Alexi Trapostis, getting him that extra 10 yards. On the 10-yard line, the Spy Ponders need a touchdown. Hand off to Forrest. He has a gap to the outside. Touchdown, Spy Ponders. Ori Forrest, second touchdown of the game, fifth of the year. Spy Ponders bring it back.
Well, good job to convert here. Just an open hole. Good job opening up that hole. And Ori Forrest gets into the end zone, his second of the game. Two-score game now.
Flag on the kick. Good drive there for the Spy Ponders. That's what they've needed this entire game.
Yeah, really that mix of runs and passes.
That pass on 3rd and long to Trapostis comes up super clutch.
Yeah, yards after the catch has been a big thing for the Spy Ponders this game, really this season, but especially tonight. With that loss, it was 3rd down. You figured they just want to try and get something to bring up a 4th and manageable. And then getting a block and being able to get big yards after the catch.
With the flag on the kick, the Spy Ponders will kick the ball from the opposing 45-yard line. Easy opportunity for Zambardino to put it out the back of the end zone. He'll send it all the way down for a touchback, and Stoneham will get the ball. Spy Ponders now need to do something that they haven't done since the first drive. Get a stop.
Yeah, and it hasn't even been because of their methodical short runs that just keep eating up yardage. It's been big plays. They don't even need to get to
Powers ends up with it after the QB sneak. He found his way out.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was kind of saying, was they don't need to do their sort of game. They're getting huge holes, and they're exploiting them for big yards, big touchdowns. And this defense hasn't had an answer.
So the refs discussing a potential penalty on the play. So it's a personal foul on Stoneham, and that play will be coming back. For Stoneham. In motion is Tran. They'll pitch it out to him. Can Tran get the outside? Beautiful tackle from Ryan Skull, preventing the big yardage play from Tran.
Good job to tackle him in the open field by Skull. That's something that they've done really well in previous games. They need to continue to do it here tonight.
Spy Ponders really need a stop on this drive if they want a chance in this game. Again, in motion, handoff to Kilty. He breaks through before being taken down by Skull again. Just short of the first down. 3rd down and 1, as there is an injured offensive lineman for Stoneham. And so after this injury timeout, as the player gets up and walks over to the bench, it'll be a 3rd and 1 for Stoneham. This is where, if you're Henry Tasmere, if you're Brady Beckenhughes, you need to put everything you have into this play. You need to create and be the difference here and get this stop. Watch the either QB sneak or just straight handoff to the fullback Ben Bruno. Hand it off to Kilty. He gets the first down and is taken down by Ori Forrest and Manu Mahenthrian.
Gain of 3 on the run by number 2.
Yeah, just a good job to run it just to get the yards they need. That's what we know that they're good at. The big thing for Stonehill has been running the ball right up the middle and finding success.
So they get another first down and another opportunity to waste more of this clock the Spy Ponders desperately need. There's 1:22 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Kilty in motion, kept by Powers. He'll break out, tackled by Nico Trapostis.
Gain of 6 on the run by number
Nico
12,
Trapostis
John
has come up with some very important tackles when Stoneham players get through everyone, and he's the last one there, and he's made that tackle a couple times in this game.
What camera is it?
A big yardage run from Powers, keeping it himself, faking the handoff to Kilty. Hand off the Tran on the outside zone run. Flag on the play. Potentially a hold on Stoneham.
Gain of 6 on the run by number 7, Logan Tran. Penalty marker on the play.
Ref still discussing. Holding offense.
Holding on Stoneham.
So that play will come back.
Well, this is Arlington's big chance here to get that stop that they so desperately need.
They can shut them down for just 2 plays here. On 2nd down and on 3rd down, Stoneham will punt the ball away. Timeout called by Stoneham. Well, that's the end of the 3rd quarter here in Arlington. Spy Ponders down 14. So the Spy Ponders here. It's 2nd and 8. If they can stop them twice, Stoneham will punt the ball away, and that puts the Spy Ponders in a chance to drive down the field and bring this game within 1 touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. A stop would be huge. The problem is it doesn't seem like Arlington has had the ability to stop them. Miles, what do they need to do here to try and get that stop?
They need that penetration from the D linemen. They need to just blow up the play. Don't let the guards push you around and give the holes to Tran and Kilty. Just blow up the play. If they try that double handoff and you blow up that play, it's a fumble, because that's what happened in the first drive for Stoneham. Is someone blew up that play and they tried the double handoff, but there just wasn't another player to hand it off to. And so the D linemen, Brady Beckenhughes, the Tasmere brothers, and Emile Lemaire need to get that penetration into the offensive line. And that's how they can stop this Stoneham offense.
Yeah, runs up the middle have worked really well for Stoneham. And then when you think they're going to run up the middle, they can get it to the outside quickly and break it off for a big play.
You just never know what they're going to do. So don't try and guess what they're going to do. Just try and blow everything up. Hand it off to Tran, and he's taken down. Beautiful tackle by Alexi Trapostis. So 3rd down now.
No gain on the play.
Big stop there to keep them from getting yardage.
3rd down and 7.
Third and 7. Stoneham will try and convert here. Big play here in the 4th quarter. Kilty in motion, kept by Powers. He'll break 3. Trapostis gets there, but it's a 1st down for Stoneham.
Yeah, just no answer. Again, on to keeper. Having a hard time figuring out who's going to have the ball. And again, getting that gap up the middle.
That play's just been so successful for Stoneham. Spy Ponders really just haven't figured out how to stop that play where Powers keeps it himself.
I'm getting no crowd feedback right now. I need some crowd feedback.
Hand off to Tran, and he's stuffed. Gain of 2 yards for Stoneham. Second down and 8. We're back here where Arlington just needs 2 more plays to get this stop. Dylan McGann, Ori Forrest, and Ryan Skull at linebacker need to figure out a way to stop Powers running the ball. Hand off to Tran, and he has space. He's going to the outside. Does he have the lane? He gets caught by Manu Mahenthrian, but still big play for Logan Tran.
And Tran's been doing a really good job all game. He's been killing this defense.
Gain of 26 on the run by number
26-yard run.
First down, Stoneham.
And continuing to just drive this team crazy. And time keeps winding down.
We're down to 9 minutes. 9 minutes remaining in this game. Spy Ponders need desperately a turnover here. Hand off to Kilty. And he shut down. Spy Ponders have done a good job shutting Kilty down, but it's just Logan Tran who they can't figure out. Almost every single play that Stoneham does, it kills 40 seconds to a minute of the clock.
Yeah.
We're already at 8 minutes 20 remaining. Once again, the QB sneak from Powers.
Have a flag.
There is a flag on the play. It's holding on Stoneham, and once again it'll come back. So here we go. Second and long for Stoneham. 8 minutes remaining in the game. Keeps it himself. Powers throws it off the gloves of a receiver, but it's caught. Caught by Romanowski after going off the gloves of the other tight end.
Yeah, only the second pass here tonight. It looks like they'll mark him a little short here. But just you never know when that pass can come in.
Stoneham fortunate there after the drop on the original intended receiver. It goes straight to Romanowski, who gets just short of the first down. Kilty in motion. Powers will keep it himself. Finally, Spy Ponders able to stop it, but will it be a first down? Just short once again. They're able to stop that play by Sean Powers. But it's a fourth down and one. Fourth down in the size of the football. Spy Ponders, this is the most important game play of this game so far.
Yeah. And you have to imagine it's going to be a run here.
Yeah. Watch the QB sneak here. Send everything you've got. Will Stoneham get the first down? Hand off to Kilty. And he's gone. Kilty, touchdown. On fourth down, Stoneham with the dagger to end this game, bar a miracle.
Yeah, Arlington selling out everything they have. Stoneham able to open the hole, and once that hole is opened, Kilty is gone.
So the Spy Ponders once again down 3 touchdowns, 6 minutes remaining. It's a pretty much impossible task for the Spy Ponders to come back in this game. I think for them to come back in this game, they need a kick return touchdown right here.
Yeah, you'd love to see some magic on special teams. It's been good, but it feels like they've been close at times to breaking free, but just haven't quite been able to.
Shapostis and Williams back for the Spy Ponders. They're talking between themselves right now. Let's see if they have any trickery in mind. Both of them have muffed the last 2 kicks, but still took it down for decent yardage.
Yeah, maybe a little reverse play here on the kickoff. Try and get anything you can.
Paolini on the kick. Fumbles picked up by Peter Nagawi. And he's taken to the ground at around the 30-yard line. Peter Nagawi touching the football for the first time this season. Gets a decent return. 6 minutes. Spy Ponders need a big play early.
All we've been fucking stressing all week. Get that camera out of my face.
Zambardino plays it behind Nico Trapostis.
Oh, I have the mic? Oh, you cooked.
Nico Trapostis, the senior, older brother of Alexei Trapostis, still does not have a reception in this season.
Yeah, it's surprising, to say the least.
He does so much, even on offense. He's the front of that wedge in that bunch formation. They go to the pitch to the outside, and Forrest is tackled by Ben Bruno. Nothing on it, and the Spy Ponders can't get anything going.
Yeah, credit to Stoneham's defense, though. They've played really well tonight. They've shut down that run. They've held the passing game relatively in check.
That pitch to the outside, beautiful tackle by Ben Bruno. Rolling out, screen pass to Forrest. Big block, can he get the first down? Only needs a couple more yards. Fumble on the play, picked up by Will Tasmere. Will Tasmere, the left tackle, is running down the field. He's tackled at the 15. The fumble recovered by the lineman, and he takes off.
Well, it's the biggest running play here tonight for the Spy Ponders. It's the big guy with the ball.
Will Tasmere with the chunk yardage.
Martino was completed for a first down gain, and then fumbled. The fumble was recovered by Arlington Henry Passmer for a big gain. First down,
Handoff, faked. They're running that speed option. Has nothing, he'll throw it. Goes out of bounds. Good coverage defense by Stoneham, not allowing the pitch or the run from Zambardino.
Yeah, good job having everything covered there. It's been a really complete game on defense for Stoneham. They've done a really good job shutting just about everything down.
4 minutes, 45 remaining in the game. The Spy Ponders score here. There's a small chance. A very, very, very small one, but there is a chance. On second down, Zambardino rolling out to his right. Throws it deep to Harrison. Caught by Harrison, and he reaches for the touchdown. Peter Harrison, touchdown.
number 11, Peter Harrison, for 5
Zambardino rolling to his right, found an open Peter Harrison, who gathers his steps and runs it in for a touchdown, diving across the pylon.
Yeah, Harrison, one of Zambardino's favorite targets this year so far. Good job to get in.
Extra point by Zambardino is good.
Jack Zambardino's extra point is good. That makes the score Stoneham 35, Arlington High 21.
4 minutes 36 is the time remaining. What a fumble recovery by Will Tasmer.
Yeah, I mean,
He picks up the ball from Ori Forrest, who dropped it, and he ran a good 40 yards down the field.
yeah, Lineman, the biggest run here tonight, definitely did not have that on our bingo cards here tonight, especially with how good the running backs are for the Spy Ponders. I imagine this will be an onside kick here. We will see, but this huddle by the sideline tells me more than likely onside kick, or at least some sort of.
If you're Stoneham, you should be expecting onside kick.
Yeah.
Lined up heavy on the right side. 6 Spy Ponders on the right side, 4 on the left. How much have the Spy Ponders practiced this? Zambardino with the kick, bounce. Good recovery. Holding on to that one was number 61, Truman Lane, with the recovery.
Yeah, that ball was bouncing pretty wildly, and immediately there's like 4 Spy Ponders who are ready to pounce on that ball if that ball at all has any wiggle.
He did a good job keeping hold of that. It bounced off his hand, and then he corralled it in. That was a good onside kick there from the Spy Ponders. But 4 minutes 37, they really need a turnover, a fumble, something like that. Hand off to Brown. He has space. Taken down by Dylan McGann. Spy Ponders use their timeout. Alexi Trapostis is down. He's getting up slowly right now.
Gain of 5 on the run by number 5, Dylan Brown.
Second down.
Timeout, Arlington. That's their first charted timeout of the half.
Well, you have to imagine Arlington will put just about everything into trying to get stuffs here. They can't be giving up those small runs here. They really got to try and just stuff Stoneham, or better yet, force a turnover.
Dylan McGann also gets up from an injury. He'll go off to the bench. So Stoneham comes back out onto the field. Kilty in motion, kept by Powers. He's stuffed this time. Gain of 2. Spy Ponders will use their second timeout. Third down.
Good job there to stuff him. You have to imagine Stoneham will go for it on 4th down if it's close. So you have to imagine there's 2 more
I'd imagine they
plays.
punt it. On 4th down, you're down 2 touchdowns. You're up 2 touchdowns. You don't want to give them the ball here on the 40-yard line. You punt it down. You give Spy Ponders bad field position with such little time left. They'd have to get 2 touchdowns in 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I think they punt it here on 4th down. But the Spy Ponders still need to stop them here on 3rd down. 3rd and 4. 4 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the game. Guilty to the outside, and he's gone again. Chased down by Magoun, but it doesn't matter, he's in. Touchdown, Sean Kilty.
44 yards on the run by number 2, Sean Kilty.
Spy Ponders throughout this entire game have not been able to stop the long runs.
Yeah, it's been a story of long runs. I'm just looking here counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs over 40 yards. Excuse me. Yes, 5 runs, 4 touchdowns over 40 yards.
And the Spy Ponders have been unable to stop Stoneham since the first drive of the game. They have not gotten a turnover on downs. Stoneham was only forced to punt the ball once, and they faked the punt and converted.
Yeah, yeah. They just can't get anything. They had that one turnover, and going into it, we said it's going to be a lot of short runs, time-wasting drives that just eat away at this defense. But it's just been a barrage of big plays. And Arlington just hasn't been able to adjust at all, really.
Go too far. Let's go, Davies. Come on, Davies. Let's go, Davies. Let's go, Davies. Fuck me,
Chiposis and Williams back there like always. Off the leg of Drew Beck, almost recovered by Stoneham, but Magoun able to pick that ball up. Just kicked it straight at the middleman.
Sidelines, loud.
So 4 minutes 05 in the game. Spy Ponders down 3 touchdowns again. Zambardino thrown to Chipostis. Caught. He'll get the first down and is tackled at the 47.
Yeah, Chipostis being probably one of the only bright spots here tonight for the Spy Ponders.
Zambardino's pass is complete to number 6. Alexi Chipostis for a first down.
Spy Ponders in empty, no running back. Thrown again to Chipostis. That is low.
Pass for Chipostis is complete. Second down.
Chipostis has gotten the best of Kilty at corner.
Here we go!
Second down and 10. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, thrown across into the ground.
Third down.
Third down and 10, Spy Ponders. Rolling out to his right. Has a man on him, makes him miss. Holds up, still no options. He'll throw it. It goes into the ground again. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, a dangerous throw.
No open options down the field for Zambardino, so he just flicks it away. There is a flag on the play. Illegal receiver downfield is the play. That is declined by Stoneham. So 4th down now. 3 minutes 20. Bunch right, Spy Ponders. Fake the pitch to Forrest, thrown deep to Beck. Good defense by Dylan Brown. Almost had Drew Beck wide open on the street. Turnover on downs, and Stoneham will regain the ball for probably the last possession of this game.
Yeah, I gotta expect they're just gonna run the ball until time winds itself out.
3 minutes 20. 3 minutes 14 on the clock. Kept by Powers. The Spy Ponders finally starting to figure that play out, but it's too late now.
Timeout Arlington. That was their third final timeout of the half.
Spy Ponders used their final timeout. Three minutes, 6 remaining. Hand off to Bocelli. He'll break through, be taken down by Chapostis and Beck.
Another run up the middle. Another good job just to open up a hole for him. And just continue to run this clock out.
Hand off again to Bocelli. This time he's stuffed. 2 minutes
Gain of 1 on the
and
run by
counting.
number 11, Peter Bocelli.
Fourth and second down and 7. Hand off to Kilty. Play called dead. Delay of game against Stoneham. Redo second down.
On the offense.
No, I'm literally. Let's go, G! Let's go, G! You got this!
Hand off to Kilty. He's shut down but runs it to the outside, and he's gone again. Just Nico Chapostis. Kilty, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. Gets shut down, cuts it to the outside, and he's gone once again.
Well, just when you thought they had him wrapped up, he just bounces to the outside and just gets free along that right side. It's another long run for Stoneham.
The kick is good, and that will make it 49-21. Stoneham's offense dominating.
Yeah, Kilty has the last 4 touchdowns for him, for Stoneham. 3 of which were over 40 yards. And the only reason maybe the 4th one wasn't was because there was an onside kick and there wasn't 40 yards to get on the play.
So the Spy Ponders will get the ball back with 1 minute and 14 seconds. Try and get down and score another touchdown. Save some dignity. Picked up again by Peter Magawi. And he's tackled out of bounds. Spy Ponders bring on Roshan Mandel into the game to replace Jack Zambardino. Mandel started over Zambardino last year. He played against Stoneham last season, beat Stoneham. Handed off to Forrest. He has space, and he breaks through for a first down and more. 16-yard rush from Forrest.
Yeah, good run here by Forrest.
Beautiful cut to the outside, then back inside. As Williams comes into the game to replace Forrest.
What a boy. Oh, yeah, what a boy. Let's go! Go offense!
Mandel pitches it out to Williams. Gets 2 yards on the run.
Gain of 2 on the run.
15 seconds left. Spy Ponders might just about have time to get a play off if they elect to try. And that will do it. Stoneham defeat the Spy Ponders 49-21. The run game of Stoneham too powerful for the defense for the Spy Ponders.
The final score is Stoneham 49, Arlington High 21. Spectators, please remember to pick up and clean up after yourselves. Throw things in the trash.
Kai, what are your final thoughts on the game?
Well, I think Stoneham had a really good game plan. I think they executed probably even better than they expected to. Those big plays just killed the Spy Ponders. I mean, I have it here. 78-yard run, 47-yard run, 49-yard run, 76-yard run, 21-yard run, 44-yard run, and a 48-yard run.
Those all touchdowns?
Those were all 7 rushing touchdowns.
7 rushing touchdowns.
And 6 were over 40 yards, which I think tells you what you need to know about Stoneham on offense tonight. I think on defense they did a really good job. Just a complete game. Just never really letting Arlington get that strong run game we know they have going. That was the biggest thing. I think for Arlington, frustrating night. I think, you know, it didn't really break open until the second half. It felt like that first half, Arlington was just a few plays away, and then in the second half, Stoneham just took over. They didn't let Arlington even get back close into this game. I think for Arlington, I think the passing game is one takeaway that I would say was very good. I think we came into this game, we weren't really sure about the passing game. We weren't really convinced. I think they played well when it came to the passing game. They had that big pass complete to Peter Harrison, but I think the big thing, the big takeaway here tonight for the Spy Ponders is figuring out how they're going to counter run plays on defense, especially as this schedule gets tougher.
Yeah, you've got Lexington next week. Lexington team that lost to Brookline. So on paper, that should be a victory for the Spy Ponders. But the Spy Ponders dropped to 2-1. They will have to play teams like Reading, teams like Woburn, who will have similar, if not better, running games than this Stoneham team. Especially Woburn. That big offensive line will push the D-line and open up massive gaps. So the Spy Ponders will have to figure out their run game defense.
Yeah.
They haven't faced a team before this that liked to run the ball consistently or had the ability to do it like Stoneham does. And so Stoneham took advantage of that. Kilty and Tran are a amazing duo. They ran for so many yards, combined for all the touchdowns?
All but one.
All but one touchdown. 6 touchdowns between the two of them. They were dominant in this game, being able to break away with massive touchdowns. The passing game, like you said, for Arlington was a bright side. I think Zambardino played really well.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning parts of the game. That final drive was a bit shaky, but he played very well, and he proved that the deep ball is there, and that's an option that the Spy Ponders can use.
Yeah, and they're going to need it as this schedule gets tougher. I think just not being able to get the run game going when that's Arlington's whole identity, I think being able to have that passing game be an option is something that you saw here tonight, you know, albeit in a game that towards the end wasn't very competitive. But I think when the game was still competitive, I think the Spy Ponders actually didn't have a bad offensive game. I think they just had some frustrating plays, especially early on. And
I would not say that the Spy Ponders had a bad offensive game at all. I think they had a good offensive game. The defense just let the team down today, and the Stoneham offense was just too much. You can't. Other teams, like they scored more than Winthrop scored against Stoneham in week 1. So Stoneham have a good defense, and the Spy Ponders managed to put up 21, which is a decent score, but just the defense let them down on that one. 49 points, all rushing touchdowns it's a lot, and I think the Spy Ponders will work to improve that in the next coming weeks. There's still 2 more games in this homestand. You've got Lexington next week, and then the week after that, Reading here at home on a Thursday.
Yeah, I think that Lexington game is really going to tell sort of the direction of this team. Can they bounce back and get a big win? You know, I think obviously practice, there's going to be a lot of work on that defense. So I think this Lexington game will tell a lot about the direction of this team. And then obviously that game against Reading, we know how good Reading is. So that will be a big test for them, especially as they sort of start divisional play.
Okay, that'll do it for tonight. Thank you. It's been Miles Donato along with Kai Hare. Thank you and good night.